You're the ultimatum giver.
I know. I'm the ultimatum giver. I understand. I'm the bad one. But no, I mean, we were having fights in our relationship or disagreements about commitment, about closet space, about living together, about like our timelines, and they just weren't lined up. So it was a matter of like us not being on the same page and this opportunity arising to really face that head on, that I was like, we should absolutely do this because we need clarity. I want to get married to this person. I want to bring children to the world with this person. I'm ready, but she's not. You just want somebody to be like, it's you. You're it for me.
I received the ultimatum, so it was very different for me. I felt more of like a partnership thing, like let's do this together, let's knock this out. It felt like a competition, kind of.
Ultimatums suck. We've been at this for 3 years. And at the end of this, we could just not be together.
So with me and Mal, it was a matter of, we aligned, like as in like we wanted to get married, but there was no timeline that we ever agreed on. The kind of wedding, how many people, that never came to fruition. We never had said like, okay, we can get through this and let's get married. Children, we both wanted children, but we couldn't agree on how many. It would literally be just like arguments all the time. We never got like saw eye to eye. So that's what I mean by like we just would not align. There was no compromise.
I didn't think it was out of the realm of possibility for Yoly to actually like really have real feelings for someone. I thought that I was prepared for that, especially like knowing Yoly's historical dating type and it just being there in abundance. I understand. I totally can understand why, you know?
Yoly falls in love with wherever she's watering the grass at. And that is scary. 8 weeks from now, however many weeks from now, you could come back and be like, actually, Mal, I know I told you you need to marry me. And then be like, I actually don't know. I'm actually in love with this other person. I really don't know now.
I've been with Mal through the first 3 weeks, and I know what it's like to be enamored by her. I've seen, during our breakup, I've seen other people get quickly enamored by her as well. I know that she's super charming.
You think you have multiple soulmates?
Yeah, I think you can.
I think you're one of mine. I do.
I just know that it's easy to fall for her. And so I'm just like, yeah, she knows how to say the right things. I've seen her do what she does. Again, I love her. It's easy to pretend for a short amount of time.
It was very attractive and nice to see somebody who really owned up to like exactly who I thought they were. Mel was the perfect, and no offense to all of you here, but the only choice I think that would have been right for me in this experience was true the day I made the choice. That's true now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What? She did what? When? How? Like, I haven't seen that consistently in the 3 years that we've been together.
And I do believe in growth, but I'm like, you're not going to be a new person overnight. So I did believe that what she was putting forward while the cameras were rolling was her best foot forward, as she should. I was just like, ooh, the other shoe's going to drop and it's going to suck. I didn't trust it.
I would say I was very shocked that she fell in love with anyone. I don't think either of our mindsets, it wasn't like, if you fall in love, I don't know, we were in a very secure relationship. So that came out as a shock. So we didn't really lay out any boundaries in terms of falling in love. I just think neither of us thought that was even possible.
I've known for a while that I've loved you, which is weird and scary, and like it didn't make sense for a long time. But it's also like those moments like where I just like look at you and then you look at me and you're like, what? And I'm like, I love you.
Yoly and I like did make that strong connection, and we had it was very much, it was intentional. So it was different compared to what Vanessa and Ray's connection.
Ray is certainly not my typical type of personality or physicality. Like, she's beautiful, but Ray is like a wild card for me.
I wish that it would have been a little bit more intentional, where maybe it wasn't gonna like confuse Ray or interfere with her and Lexi's relationship.
I would say there was not romance.
It's just this one night that, I don't know, there was like a funness, excitement, and there was like a little bit of physicality and like a very like small moment. And I woke up the next morning, I literally sat at the edge of the bed and was like, oh, like, what the
To me, then at that point, it just feels careless, which is also like, okay, like if it was careless, but like, I guess in a way, like maybe at least own up to that in a way, but you know, that's not my journey.
I've been in a relationship for 4 years, and I think when I reached maybe like the 3-year mark, I was just like, I'm with my best friend, my partner, my lover, but more so best friend than anything else. And something I've wondered about is like, how do you get that spark back? Is that what I need? Like one crazy night every 3 or 4 years to feel like okay, that was exciting, and now I can get back into my relationship.
I was like, I get it. And like we had those conversations to a certain degree where we did say like, you know, we kind of feel like we're just roommates now. But I do feel like I was trying to get us to a point where I'm like, what are we doing then? Like, I love you and I want to do this like amicably, but I also feel like that you're kind of like hot and cold in here. Like you're saying that you want to be with me, but you're also saying that I feel like a best friend, and I don't want that.
I can't speak for the group, but I will say that within truly no edits, within 10 minutes of meeting me and Mal, she insinuated her and Mal were going to be like trial wives together. She cheers to being like future trial wives, which I thought was so disrespectful.
Mal, cheers to our trial marriage.
They're cute.
I'm like, you're shady, you're a snake, and I do not trust that personally. Going forward, then she tried to get like instigate little things and like do things for attention. It was just not my kind of person.
I think that your apology is performative. So I just hope that you don't expect people to just brush it under the rug, not that you said sorry.
Everybody else, I think, had their own experience with her where they saw that come out.
I just kind of felt like you were trying to stir the pot for me.
You have every right to feel how you want.
Vanessa thinks that she's a fire starter, but like she feels more like a fruit fly. Like you see one fruit fly show up and you're just kind of like,
There was no Lexi coercing all of us or influencing us not to like her. She was doing that single-handedly by herself.
There's lots of hard things, I think, for me to watch when I watch it back and reflect on like the experience in general, but it is hard to see me constantly defending her, even though it makes sense to me at the same time. Like she was my partner for 4 years and she was like someone that I want to protect. I don't like the idea of feeling like that someone's being like ganged up on or bullied.
Leave that little piece of openness in your heart, everyone, to like allow for there to be growth here in general. Like that's what we're all here for.
I want people to have like some openness, but all of it made sense at the same time. And I think that my first thought is, oh, this is my person that I've known the longest, like I need to stand up for her. But I didn't need to do that at all. I'm actually so thankful that these people that did not even know me very well and that the other cast members were so accepting and loving and supportive towards me, that they were looking out for the best for me.
I've had dreams of proposing to her, and I've had dreams of like watching her walk down the aisle. I really cannot imagine my life without her in it. I am definitely risking losing her forever.